A bit of a philosophical question here. Is happiness something internal or external? How can we explain to ourselves and to others the true nature of happiness?
Happiness.
Internal or external? I'm curious.
First of all, everything that we sense is internal. We sense, I sense, no one else does. And if someone senses something and tells me about it, which I am not able to adequately relate to as part of my feelings, then I don't know what they're talking about.
So if it's not within me, then it doesn't exist at all.
Then it doesn't exist.
So your answer is happiness is internal, right?
Of course. It's internal. Happiness appears when something that I really desired, wanted, suffered for, strived for, and created great aspirations for, when all of a sudden it becomes fulfilled, and you retreat from it as though you do from pain. That kind of feeling can be called happiness, but there's a range of levels between what one suffers from and what makes him happy. It turns out that the greatest happiness appears when he feels himself getting closer to the Creator, like a child yearning for his mother in a way. That's when he feels happiness, and it's actually a very strong desire that really
haunted him, right?
Yes, he always wanted for it to happen, but he had already lost hope. Then the Creator appears and utters, "Well, where have you been? I've been looking for you." And the person wants to say, "I'm the one who's been looking for you. Not me, but you. Where have you been?" And that's how they come together, simply without any hesitation of words. That's what happiness is. But it's not the kind of fusion that occurs in our world, when two bodies cling to each other while retaining their own space and feeling. Here we have no bodies, but a reciprocal feeling that diffuses through one another. And surely a certain state of being emerges, and I'm not sure how to describe it.
I'll be honest, this sounds really beautiful and poetic. You've never spoken like that before. What about my own I? Does it melt away? I mean, is it I who wanted it?
I want it to melt away. I don't need it whatsoever. But if my I disappears, then the feeling of that other one will disappear too. That's why it's designed in a way so that the I won't cease to exist. It's explained in Kabbalah. The Aviut, the thickness of the ego, does not disappear. Moreover, as the ego keeps increasing, we can acquire the ability to harmonize it with the quality of bestowal. As a result, the ego, the hatred, becomes greater, and the love is also greater. In our primitive world, we don't understand how it works.
Do you mean it's either one or the other?
Yes, but we don't understand it, yet that's how it is in the spiritual realm.
And to what extent will all of that continue to increase? That is, hatred and love on top of it. To what extent? Where's the limit?
To the state of infinity.
You mean to the feeling of infinity?
Yes. There is no limit to it.
Can we therefore call it infinite happiness?
Yes, but it has to be felt. Otherwise it's meaningless. There's a very long road ahead of us before we reach that feeling.